Today in Review This Thing, we're going to show you our favorite things from ATA 2025. This is Adrienne with Review This Thing, and we are in Indianapolis, Indiana at the Archery Trade Association show. 3 days packed with all things hunting and archery. Some of these are brand new, so you're definitely going to want to check those out. We want to show you some of the favorite things that we saw. Come along with us. Robbie has been shooting Rage Broadheads forever, and so we stopped by the Fairdown booth. They've got a new one coming out that they're pretty excited about.
This is the new Rage Hypo 2. One of the problems that a lot of users had with shot collar broadheads, they would think that the blade needed to go in the gap between the shot collars. Well, what that does is that actually doubles the amount of resistance that it takes to open the blade. We actually changed the design, so made a triangular shank on the ferrule, so it keys it so that when it goes in place, they go dead center of the blade every single time. That way you can't install the shot collar wrong. Next up, we actually went to a little bit sharper tip design here. We had a nickel coating on the old Hypodermic, so this is just a raw steel coating on there. And then we lowered the blade angle a couple degrees so that you had a little bit more penetration on it. Then we went to a 4-pack, right? So now you've got a 4-pack. So
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, they want to try to practice with a broadhead. We used to include a practice set with all of them, but it's almost as efficient for us to do another broadhead. Yeah. And we include extra shot collars in there, so you can shoot each shot collar 3 times.
Very good.
Right? And you get 2, so you get 6 shots without ever touching your extra collars or your extra heads. And when you're shooting a Rage into a target, those blades fold back. A lot of expandables, they lock in place and they don't fold back. They're super sharp. They're the sharpest blades we've ever had. We went through a new process on our sharpening the last 3 years, and we've got the sharpest blades that we've ever had as a company. We have our standard 2-inch in 100 and 125 grain. We have our Plus P series in 100 and 125 grain, and that's a 1.75-inch cut. And the Plus P stands for increased penetration. Then we have our Crossbow series, and that's in a 2-inch cut in a 100 and a 125 as well.
Now, price-wise, with this the fourth broadhead added, is that changing?
$29.99 for 4.
Yeah, so that's pretty close to what they were.
It's actually a little bit cheaper. I think it's about, is that $12.50 or something like that a head?
Sweet.
Something like that before taxes. So versus right at 15. So
awesome.
You know, so you're saving about $3 a head.
Can't beat that.
Yeah.
So we got a lot more things coming, but this may be right up your alley. Guys, Robbie hunted with the Blocker Finisher 2 turkey vest last year. They have this brand new product.
This is the new for spring of 2025. This is the Finisher turkey chest pack. Sometimes, whether it's a run and gun or you just kind of have, you know, maybe that minimalist approach where you don't want to wear a turkey vest. The turkey chest pack fits really nice. Obviously, you just put it on, wears as a standard, kind of like similar to like a bino harness. We really wanted to make this kind of a multi-pack. It will fit a full-size pair of binoculars, so you can still take your binos with you to the field. But maybe you have a real small compact pair like I have, or if you don't take them at all, you got a lot of other great things to put in here. Owl hooter, crow call, conditioning. We've got shotgun shell holders inside of it that will fit 20, 12 gauge, and 410. Conditioning for slate calls. Yeah. You can just head covers, gloves. It's really great. So you got everything center chest right there. And then what I really like about the essence of the design was having everything accessible without having to get in the pack. Right. So on the front, I've got 2 pot calls, really quick, easy, accessible right here. Slide them back down in. I've got 2 strikers that got little tension straps that hold them down nice and firm. 2 diaphragm call holders right up top.
Smart, yep.
A box call pocket on the bottom.
Very nice.
If you don't run a box call, you probably do run a thermocell. So the nice thing about that is hey, that pocket down there really easily fits in your thermocell.
That's smart.
And now you've got your own little pocket down there.
Perfect.
So yeah, just a great little rig.
Looks like too like a phone pocket.
Yeah. Put your cell phone. It's very multi-purpose. $89.99 retail.
Awesome.
So, yeah,
check it out.
We're here with Scott from Killdrift Outdoors, and they have an awesome rechargeable scent dispenser that he's going to tell us about.
All made in the USA, except for the batteries. We do have to import them because we don't make batteries here, but everything else is from the United States, and we're veteran owned. That's me. What we got here is a scent dispenser electronic. It's got a circuit board heater. You can pull the battery out of the bottom. It's rechargeable. You can charge your cell phone up with it. It's just a regular power bank, but you can't buy it anywhere but from us. Insert it back into the drifter. You've got 3 different levels of heat. You push the power button one time, one light will come on, and then it'll dim down after 10 seconds. And this is your low level. You can burn our biodegradable pads, and we'll stop right there. We've got 4 hours out of the pad. This is perfect for doe pee because you want it to go everywhere, and it's also good for compatible mosquito mats. We can burn those. So there's a magnet on the back, so if you are burning mosquito mats, you can stick them to the side of your grill, put them in the shop, anywhere you want to put them.
Sounds like it could come in really handy.
I think it could. Thanks,
Thanks,
guys.
Scott.
All right.
You've probably heard of Muzzy Broadheads, but if you didn't know, they also make bow fishing equipment.
This is the Muzzy Deviant, and this is a completely different look. This is a hybrid lever cam system that we developed, and it kind of gives you the best of both worlds. So between a compound bow, like a wheel bow, and a lever bow, which is an Oneida, some of the like what you see from the past, but those are very popular in bow fishing. This kind of gives you the best of both worlds for those. It's got a magnesium riser that comes in at 3.8 pounds bare bow. It's going to come with a shelf rest that's integrated in it, even on the bare bow. It's got a pretty unique system here. It's got an integrated pick rail, so that when you're put your reel seat on to mount your reel, it just mounts right there. This is also a quick detach reel seat, so you can actually take your reel on and off, just like that. In a kit version, it's going to come with our tournament reel, our LVR reel seat, our rod, our shoot-through rod, and a quiver, as well as the shelf rest and your finger savers. See how it's resting on my leg? That is a really, really nice thing when you're out there bow fishing and you're holding it and you're scouting. Having something to rest it on and take the pressure off your shoulder, it's a huge
that makes
advantage.
sense.
So the bare bow is going to run around $4.99, $6.49 for the bow fishing kit, which is everything you need except for an arrow, basically. This has a draw length adjustment from 19 to 29 inches. It has one screw that you adjust on each end.
Oh, wow.
And so you can do it in about 30 seconds, two turns of this screw, slide it to where you want it, and that gives you the adjustment. But what's really cool is when you draw this bow, right there is the peak of the draw.
Oh, okay.
So there to there is where all the power is generated in this bow. Once you get here, it's got 60% let off. So from here to there, it doesn't matter if you take 5 inches off of it, you're not losing that much power. Everybody is kind of created equal when it comes to draw length on this. And that's important because in bow fishing, we do a lot of snap shooting. So I don't always come all the way up. I see a fish and I come and I let go right here. So you want the power curve to be in the front portion of that.
That makes sense.
So that you can get as much energy into it on those fast shots. And this goes from 15 to 55 pounds. So if you're shooting fish deep, you want to turn 15 to 50 pounds on the sticker. They're coming in a little bit heavy right now. So they're going to max out somewhere just over 50 pounds.
And this is say it again?
Muzzy Deviant.
Muzzy Deviant. So check it out. Cool. If you practice shooting your arrow and you want to know, well, okay, that's great, I hit that spot, but what does that mean in terms of a live animal? This is pretty cool. So Matt is going to tell us about it.
We developed QuivAR to help take a 3D target or a 2D target and turn it into an experience where you can see inside the target and see exactly where your arrows hit. So first thing you do is pull out your QuivAR app and you just tap it. There's an NFC chip built into these targets. You can get it from Delta McKenzie, Big Shot, or Deadnuts. And then you just scan it, and after you've scanned it, you can see the internal anatomy of that deer now shows up. And I can actually remove the skeleton, I can take out all the different anatomy, I can take away the lungs, then we're left with the heart. And that actually stays exactly where it needs to. So if you come up here, you can see the heart's right down in the center. So this is just our first release of the technology, and where we're going next is you're going to be able to scan an arrow and actually trace your arrow through the target and see the exact different anatomy that you've impacted.
If this is something that you'd like to check out, Deadnuts, the 2D target, and then Big Shot and Delta McKenzie. Check them out.
I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but we fed buck grits this past year. They disappeared so fast, you wouldn't believe it. For your normal whitetail hunter, right? A bag of this is equal to about how much corn?
First thing I want to say is this isn't just regular corn, okay? What we've done, we've created a product that's 16% protein, 10 to 12% fat, and it has amino acid in it. And how we process this and make this product is a milling process. The heart of the corn is called endosperm. We separate the byproducts, so it grinds at the milling process to different levels all the way to flour. We add more of the germ, the heart of the product, back into the grits to get the 16% protein.
Okay,
gotcha. So you would have to feed 4 bags, 50-pound bags of corn to get the equivalency of the protein out of 120-pound bag. You want to think about the deer's health.
Right.
And right now, here it is, January. This is the most stressful time for deer and turkeys as well.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's winter.
Oh, yeah.
And they're dropping their antlers, and that's when you need to be juicing them up, juicing it up, giving them proteins and the fat content they need to help them make it through the winter, but also produces more mass and bigger antlers.
Down the road,
And it helps the lactating does, the does that's going to be fawning.
So if you haven't checked it out yet, find some buck grits in your area.
Yeah, buckgrits.com.
These are some of the most lifelike 2D targets I've ever seen. Cole here is going to tell us a little bit more about them.
Kind of the thought process behind this was during COVID, my brothers, dad, and I, we'd shoot every single day, and we just got tired of shooting dots. Never seen a dot on a whitetail, and so I wanted to shoot at something that looked more like what I was chasing. Originally, we're from the West. We wanted to hunt elk, and we looked for a 3D elk, and the price comparison was just, it was too steep for us, and it was expensive to ship, and took a long time to ship. So my parents owned a sign shop back home. We printed one out, cut it out with a box knife,
There you go.
drilled it into one of our block targets, and then just shot away. And so some improvements we've made is each of our targets have a replacement vital area. Each vital area takes around 500 shots before you see significant damage. Then all you do is you peel these stick tabs on the back and replace it back in. So it's a more affordable option, and I think an easier option than replacing foam.
Yeah.
Secondly, we're on the road 2-3 months out of the year, so we don't have room to store a 3D target in our
Right.
truck or trailer
Yeah.
when we're going from camp to camp. So all of our targets fold down into a fraction of the size, and then it takes 15 seconds to set them back up and get them screwed in, or using a target pin put into your backing target.
And you said just any target you got.
Any target, bag, block, round bale, square bale, whatever you're
Yeah.
shooting into, our targets will mount to them. And then lastly, we have this hinged hanging tab, and the reason we have it hinged is, one, you can attach to your backing target vertical or horizontally, and when it's applied, a lot of time we'll be shooting, there's a little bit of a breeze, and so you'll see this target flicker in the wind, and you'll be looking through your peep. It's pretty cool, and you'll see this thing have some movement, which
Yeah.
just offers a lot more realism than
Yeah.
what we think other targets can give. Well, now we can actually see them with this technology. So all I have to do is scan, and I can come back, and you can see the entire internal anatomy of all of our broadside targets, and soon to be all of our targets.
That's awesome.
And it's all about education and conservation,
Yeah.
and trying to grow this to where we see more successful hunters, not unsuccessful hunters,
Yeah.
recovering their game.
And then
So-
you guys can see they've got a giant grizzly, a nice broadside bull, a head-on bull, turkeys. So I'm sure there's other options.
Oh
out
yeah,
there
we
too,
got, if you can hunt it, we could probably make it, so.
So if you're looking for a realistic target, especially just again tired of shooting at blocks and dots, then check them out.
Yeah.
You've seen our review of the Tethrd M2 Turkey Pack and the saddle, but this product is nothing like that. It's brand new for this year. Ernie's going to tell us why it's so cool.
This is our new Saber Saw. Just released it here at ATA, and this solves the problem of carrying a pole saw into the woods all the time. It's a high quality Korean blade. It's hollow ground, so the top is skinnier than the bottom. It won't bind up. Really strong blade on there, hardened teeth. It's got these limb lock loops. So what you'll do is you'll feed that through with both of your loops basically at 90 degrees. Get the top one to bite by kind of pulling out. And then as you pull down, this fulcrum here has a sharp edge on it. And what you're trying to do is pull that down and get it to bite as deep as you can. Once you do that, it's got a bit of a lever action, and you can squeeze it here, and it's got a spring action.
Yeah.
So when you do that, it flexes. And then you bring this one down to lock it into place. And once you do that, it's rigidly attached to your pole. And then you can reach up.
That's awesome.
How many times does a person climb up into a tree, they're getting ready to hunt, and there's that one branch that's in your way, and it's just out of reach. Turn around, cut a branch off the tree you're in, use it as an extender, get that, and then just collapse everything back into your pack.
Smart.
You've got a normal hand grip for if you want to use it on the ground.
Right. That's awesome. And what's retail?
It's going to be $69.99.
Oh yeah, awesome. If you do a lot of mobile hunting especially, you always have your handsaw but don't want to carry a pole saw, then it sounds like that'd be a pretty good option.
It's the best option.
Check it out.
And if you know anything about our setter, the VaprTreks have been out for many years. They've got a couple new things coming for this year, and Steve's going to highlight those for us.
We've got actually the third generation of the VaprTrek this year. We have the uninsulated versions. We also have 400 gram. We've added the all leather versions in uninsulated and 400 gram, and we've added an 800 gram version coming up fall. We've actually opened up the toe box a little bit, so it's a little bit wider. Waterproof. This material here is actually a sustainable material now, where we're actually using a sugarcane based material. We're still very good, very durable, very comfortable, high rebound properties like an athletic tennis shoe. If it's in a landfill, it'll actually break down over a period of time. It has the backstay. We also added the ankle pods here, which is memory foam, which helps keep the boot on your foot. A lot of nice updates to the VaprTrek family this year, and we'll see some additional ones in the future as well.
So you saw our review on the Covert WC20 and WC32 earlier this year. They have a whole new Interceptor line that has some amazing upgrades that we're pretty excited about.
We have just a standard Interceptor, Interceptor Pro, and Interceptor Solar. Our standard Interceptor will be 16 megapixels. It's got 720K video transmission. They all have GPS and they all have real-time photos. On the Interceptor Pro, you've got 20 megapixels and you do have a display screen here on this one. And then on your Interceptor Solar, you've got 32 megapixels and transmits in 2K. One of the cool things about the Solar is that this will remove and you could put it on the tree.
I think that's awesome.
Where it's not facing the sun.
That is brilliant. It also looks like you guys, this is a different antenna.
Yes, so this antenna is an upgrade. It's 47% better gain, getting signal in places we've never got. And this is our first time that we've had one SIM card run AT&T, Verizon, or T-Mobile.
I was wondering that because these, you know, the A, the B, so that's a pretty cool upgrade too. And yeah, we also noticed they've got the lithium packs, which are going to last longer than your lithium batteries. And they have a solar panel now. So we're pretty excited about it. We may have these coming next year, so stay tuned for that. If you've been with our channel long, you know we love Hawke optics. We've used them a ton. Well, this year they have a brand new crossbow scope, and Jeff's gonna tell us why you should probably check it out.
So this year we introduced the first, to our knowledge, first focal plane crossbow scope. One of the biggest issues with crossbow scopes in the past is you've always been committed to a single magnification based on the speed of your bow. And what that does is it creates a problem on extremely close shots or extremely far shots that you have no opportunity to change the variable on your scope. So this year we introduced this model that will allow you to use the full variable just like you would on a rifle scope. You can use any magnification at any distance. There's 3 different models based on a range of speed, from 380 to 420, from 425 to 465, and from 470 to 510. The other thing this does is with the first focal plane, the reticle will actually appear to grow to keep your gapping the same. So anyone that has trouble seeing a reticle can actually use the zoom feature to get the reticle to a size where it's clear to see. Red-green illumination, lifetime warranty, should be available summer 2025.
If you like shooting a crossbow, like I said, we've loved Hawke's products. I'm assuming this one will be pretty awesome too. We did a video earlier this year on several Trufire releases. They have a couple of new ones, so Chris is going to tell us about those.
This is a Smoke Maxx. What this is a redesign of our most popular release that we have. And it's going to run you about 50 bucks for the regular smoke. Buckle foldback, the Smoke Maxx will be about 60 bucks, and the Spark, which is a youth release, will also be about that same price. But we actually took and we gave them a new look, put a nickel boron coating on the jaws and triggers, and then we changed the geometry a little bit so that it fits your hand better. Overall, it's just a way better release. Super clean. It has less travel than the older Spark or Smoking Spark did, so you're going to get a little bit crisper shot, and it's going to break really, really nice and clean. It's a great release at a great price.
Perfect. Thank you.
I'm here with JR from Bear Archery, and he's going to highlight 4 brand new setups they've got for this year.
Let's start down here with our legit Maxx. So this is probably the one that most people know is the legit bow. What you're going to get on this compared to the old legit Maxx is you're going to get inline capability. So you're going to get the inline sight, the rest. It comes with our 5-spot quiver, snub nose, stabilizer, 14 to 30 inches in draw length.
Wow.
And I know it goes up to 70 pounds. It'll go
10
down
to 70 pounds,
10,
looks like in that.
10 pounds, yeah. So
with a 75% let off, right?
75% let off, yes. And all for a price tag of $479.99.
Yeah, that's
so,
awesome.
Next is our Cruzzer G4. So this has been a stable in the lineup for about 10 years. A little bit smaller frame than what you'll find here on the legit. Super adjustable also. It'll go from 10 to 70 pounds and 14 to 30 inches as well.
It's 29-inch axle to axle, so like you're saying, a little bit smaller. Still got the 75% let off.
Correct. Yeah, if you got like a small frame archer, you got somebody that's maybe just not quite ready for the full size, this Cruzzer here is the way to go. It's got a little bit more thinner grip on it as well. Does not have the inline capabilities, but it's also $30 less than the legit Maxx too. This here is also one of our best sellers. So last year we had the Species EV. This is the Species XT. Again, what you're getting here is you're getting inline capabilities. It comes with the V-biscuit style rest, snub nose, fatal foresight, and then of course our 5-spot quiver, and all of that at a price tag of $479 as well. So this last one we have here is our Gamekeeper bow. So this is in partnership with Mossy Oak. We brought this out in August this year. As you can see, it's got the hybrid cam on it, the DHC cam. All bottomland camo, which is super hot right now.
Oh, yeah.
We even offer a bottomland 5-spot quiver. Has the inline capability also, snub nose, fatal 4 sight, V-biscuit. What's great about this bow is it's like our Paradigm, it'll go up to 32 inches. So, you know, not a lot of manufacturers making 32-inch draw length bows. And so, yeah, if you got somebody with a longer draw length range, this would be the bow for them, or the Paradigm.
Check out VaprTrek Archery.
And there you have it, our favorite things from ATA 2025. If you were there, comment below and let us know what your favorite things were. If you found this video helpful, give us a thumbs up. And as always, thanks for watching.